Welcome
Welcome
to episode 3 of It's Something.
podcast.
It's something. I'm sorry.
It's something.
It's not It's Something.
podcast.
It's Something podcast with Finn and Sullivan.
Facts.
I don't know why I always put your name first.
That sounds better, I think.
It sounds better, but also, like, I do all of the work. You know? Our mother laughed at that comment, if you could not hear. But we're here to talk.
We're in the new setup today.
Yeah, we're in a new home.
The new setup. There should be less of my Mac going ham in the background.
We're new in the podcast field, so we're really just trying to figure it out. We're here to talk about Godzilla versus King Kong.
That's facts.
So let's just jump right into it. First thoughts, Finn?
I thought it was very good. Not just, like, decent. I thought it was a really good time on the whole. I thought I really enjoyed it. A lot of reports, a lot of reviews of people saying it's, like, batshit crazy, just, like, ridiculously absurd. And I wouldn't describe it as that.
No, I wouldn't either. I wish it was more batshit crazy.
Yeah, I know people were like, the moment where King Kong put his arms dislocated and he puts it back into place.
Well, that was
and
like
I
a 2-second thing.
I almost missed it.
Yeah.
When I'm like, that's like the craziest shit that happened.
They didn't even make the sound like big enough
No.
where you would even
It's not even a thing.
notice without like really.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't
So
know that.
I was just kind of, yeah. Red Letter Media and Max Landis posted in Red Letter Media's Half in the Bag on it. They were like, it was really crazy. It was like it was written by a 5-year-old. It was like ridiculous and stupid. And Max Landis was like, it was fucking crazy. And I was just kind of like,
It
it was
wasn't
good.
that
It was fun.
Those were the best parts of the movie. I would say they were the only good parts of this movie, and I'm sure you disagree, but I'm just gonna say, like, these movies gotta stop trying to shove in these nobody characters. Just, everyone is there for one thing, and usually I'm totally up for, like, you need to, have strong characters and strong thing like that. But just have fucking King Kong and Godzilla beat the shit out of each other. Like, that's all no one wants, like, Millie Bobby Brown to walk around in, like, an Apex laboratory. Like, that's so fucking boring.
Well, that's the lamest.
She's so bad at acting.
She's, like, the worst character in it. But she's not the main character. She's not even close.
King Kong is the main character.
Well, King Kong is the main character, and then...
He had enough character
the main,
development as it was.
The main human characters are Alexander Skarsgård and Lady.
I don't think Alexander Skarsgård was necessary to be there the whole time.
He had a wonderful arc. He was great.
But the little girl was necessary. I didn't like her, but she was necessary.
I liked her and her mom.
Smirking
I thought the little
bitch.
girl was a good actress. She, like, cries, and she, like...
That was fine, but
good.
they took the cheap way out with the...
She does sign language?
The sign language thing.
That's not the cheap way out.
I don't know.
There have been 2 good little girl performances in the last, like, 10 years, and both of them are nearly silent people who speak a foreign language. Yeah.
This one? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Logan Girl's so much better than this.
She was... Daphne Keane is a way better actress.
Right.
The fact that, like, 4 years after that movie came out, I'm still calling her by her full name from real life. Like, she's a good actress. Like, straight up. Not just good for a kid. She's, like, a straight up good actress.
I also like, though, she's not, like, a little girl, but the girl from The Nice Guys. The daughter in The Nice Guys.
I don't remember it.
She's a solid child actor.
Like 5 years ago.
And of course, Noah Jupe.
Noah Jupe was great. Yeah,
can't help but turn in a good performance.
That he's very good in Honey Boy.
Talented man.
That's facts.
But back on topic.
Back to Godzilla
versus King Kong. Yeah, I mean, and of course the ending was like spoilers.
Yeah. No, I like
saw
don't
that
even
shit coming.
I'm gonna say no spoiler warning. I was thinking about this during the movie. This is a spoiler in quotes that actively will make the movie a better time if we tell you the spoiler.
That's actually true.
Because
you'll be less
the director promised in interviews, it was a widely reported thing, because people were like, Godzilla and Kong are going to team up at the end and fight a bad guy, and the director was like, no. It is Godzilla and Kong fighting, and one of them wins. Definitively. And that's the end of the movie. Come to find out, Godzilla and Kong team up to fight Mechagodzilla at the end of the movie.
And it's like the lamest fight. The coolest fight is on the fucking boats, bro.
That is the coolest of the three.
Boat battle. That shit's epic.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is I just wanted more battles between the two. I can't stress how, like, I'm not like a person who like loves action movies or so. Like, I enjoy them, sure, but this just really needed to be just like a bland action movie with. It
not
just
bland,
needed
though.
to be a spectacle,
visually inventive.
Yes.
If it was just the boat fight and then like two other fights, the Hong Kong like night neon fight, and then like a third one that was like really good. Mm-hmm. You cut all the Millie Bobby Brown stuff, include a little bit of the little girl stuff to develop the Kong character.
Not all of it, though.
Yeah,
you could have definitely gotten rid of some.
I liked those three characters. I liked pretty much everything they did.
Really,
personally, I was thinking, if you cut the Millie Bobby Brown plot, the Mechagodzilla plot twist happens when the lady betrays them, when the daughter of the like conglomerate guy.
You don't need
all of a like they're just trying to get Kong down there so they can defeat so that Godzilla, but then she's like, we got to get this mineral, and they're like, what? Reveal Mechagodzilla. But by that time, you're no longer with the characters because you already know that Mechagodzilla exists. That's not a fun plot twist. It's Shazam had that same problem.
Didn't see Shazam.
Shazam
didn't waste my time.
Shazam opens with the bad guy discovering the Shazam world as a child. And then it goes into Billy Batson discovering the Shazam world, and you're like, I've seen this.
Oh.
This isn't wonderful and amazing. This is what I already saw 20 minutes ago. And that sucks. That's like not what you want to do.
That was what's his name, right?
David F. Sandberg.
Yeah.
Who looks like everybody who's ever directed a Godzilla or Kong movie in this
I imagine
universe.
just like a bearded, tatted person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan Voight Roberts, who directed Kong Skull Island, looks like that to my memory, and so does Adam Wingard.
That's the type of people who should be making these movies.
Yeah. I didn't like Kong Skull Island. We should talk about the previous movies a little bit. Not that we remember much about them. You've only seen the first one. You saw Godzilla.
Cranston, and then he died halfway through, and I was like, oh, I no longer care about who was the other guy? It was what's his
Aaron
name?
Taylor Johnson.
I fucking hate that guy. So Bryan Cranston, who was like delivering like a pretty solid performance for like a Godzilla movie, who's like pouring his fucking
just in
heart
general,
into
he was
this
doing
role.
a good job.
Yeah.
Well, it was an interesting character. It's like a conspiracy theorist character who isn't like comic relief. He has legitimate concerns.
That is one of like my favorite trailers. Like one that I consistently think about is like when he's like, "You're hiding something."
Yeah,
like that's
fucking
well-done intense.
I think that first Godzilla movie is my second favorite now of the four. I think it's good on the whole. I think it focuses on the human element a lot, but that makes the big Godzilla fight at the end like really cool. I mean, do you remember seeing that Godzilla fight at the end? He opens. It's the first time they ever did him opening the thing's throat and breathing fire into the throat and blowing him up. Yeah. They do that like 6 times in this movie, but back in 2014, that was the first time they did it.
Successfully, though. They fuck it up every time.
Well, it was the big finale of the fight.
Yeah.
Now it's just like move 3 of fight 2. So it's like, it's not a thing. But it's badass in that first movie. And I like the Bryan Cranston stuff while it's there. Yeah. It has flaws, but I think overall, it's a pretty good like street level view of Godzilla.
Sure.
That's kind of badass. Kong Skull Island has, if you don't like the human element, it's Brie Larson and Tom Hiddleston and they are the most bland characters.
John C. Reilly in that one?
John C. Reilly is not funny in it. Yeah, he's in that one.
He's in that one?
And
I couldn't remember if he was in the Peter Jackson one or this one. Jack Black is
in the Peter Jackson one. John Goodman is in Kong Skull Island. He's probably my favorite character in it.
John Goodman.
Yeah. Toby Kebbell.
I really enjoy which is something I think they took over from Kong Skull Island. I enjoyed like the music in this movie a decent amount, like the songs, not the score.
I don't remember it being.
I remember the trailer for Kong Skull Island had that kind of like.
It takes place in the 70s, and I think they pulled a little bit of 70s music. I don't remember it being.
I was gonna say like 70s rock kind of. Yeah, which is also in this. You know,
I remember thinking Kong Skull Island was very boring. And uninteresting.
I wouldn't know.
It had big monster fights, but I didn't care about them at all.
You saw that with Justin, didn't you?
I did.
Long time ago.
4 years ago.
You were 14.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
We lived at our old house.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking to you about it while I was playing basketball.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It was a good time in my life. That was the same month as Get Out and Logan.
God,
so it's like
a clip pulled up on my phone today of Get Out. He's asking for the goddamn keys.
I saw that one.
Oh, Daniel Kaluuya is so fucking good, bro.
What a good movie. Get Out is fantastic.
Get Out is really good. I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
And then back to on topic. We keep talking about other things.
Yes.
We don't have bullet
Godzilla
points for this episode.
Versus King Kong.
But then Godzilla 2, King of the Monsters, I watched on a plane.
Oh, you watched it?
I did. I watched it on a plane. Thomas Middleditch is in it, and he doesn't do anything funny. And it's like...
Why is he there then?
Why would you ever cast Thomas Middleditch? I saw a clip from Wolf of Wall Street today, and I guess he's in that.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. Huh. He just has like a
little bit part.
Yeah. Jonah Hill. He's the guy that makes Jonah Hill eat the fish. You haven't seen that clip? I guess Jonah Hill eats a fish in it. Like eats a goldfish out of a bowl.
I fucking hate Jonah Hill.
Okay. I think Jonah Hill's fine.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hate Jonah Hill.
He's such a prick.
I don't think he is. I think he's a nice enough guy.
No, he's a piece of shit, dude.
All right. I didn't know that.
Speaking of a piece of shit, the freaking lady in this movie that I hated so much.
Okay.
Which you were supposed to hate.
The villain is he's basically Pedro Pascal from...
I was thinking that when the ad pulled up.
Well, yeah.
At the very beginning, his introduction is the ad where he's like, we want to make the world a better place.
This world is good, but it could be better.
Yeah.
And then he like does all the same shit. And then he's also like a Spanish guy who has a very white name. Pedro Pascal doing a Spanish accent plays Max. And this guy doing a Spanish accent plays like Wilson or something like that.
I don't know.
William. Stupid.
Yeah.
But his daughter is like the worst actress of all time.
Shit, dog.
But she accompanies Alexander Skarsgård and the little girl and the lady down into the center of the earth.
Mm.
Which also, I was underwhelmed by the center of the earth.
I thought it was dope. I really wish they had a battle there.
I thought it was kind of fun, but it was mostly just like brown.
No,
I wish there were more.
What they needed, what I was hoping for them to do was to like, because like one half of the world has a different gravity pull than the other. Have a freaking fight where you go back and forth through the gravity pull. Like that's all they need to do. It would have been sick. It would have been like mind-bending shit.
They do that in the season 2 finale of Ben 10, the original series.
Well, thank you for bringing that up.
Well, they go into the Null Void, and it's Kevin and Vilgax, and Ben is beating them up, and he has full control of the Omnitrix, so he can switch between all the aliens at will, and he never runs out of battery, which only lasts for the one episode. But he's, like, turning into a bunch of aliens and, like, smashing into them while they float between planets in this, like, interdimensional thing. It's really cool. It's a good episode. It's called Back with a Vengeance.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah, it was a missed opportunity
Yeah.
Because they effectively, they do two fights in Hong Kong.
Well, Godzilla rips a fucking hole into the center of the Earth and then just doesn't go down there.
Yeah. Well, he just paves the way back up for...
Yeah, but they already had a way back
Wait, wasn't there a portal into the center of the Earth before?
Yes.
How did Godzilla breathe fire that made just a hole
from
Hong Kong to the center?
Godzilla breathed fire from
Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong to the center of the Earth. And then...
What about the interdimensional layer?
With his fire. And then... he fucking blows that same fire on an axe. And the axe is just like, we got this. And has no issue honing the power of Godzilla's breath.
Well, it's like a battery-charged axe. I didn't like that they gave Kong an axe for the big battle with Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a super axe.
Can we talk about how Godzilla lost?
It doesn't make any sense from a writing perspective.
They set it up so clearly that he was the
Godzilla is a non-character, and he's always been a villain in media.
Everything.
Kong has always been the sympathetic
one, where at the end you're like, oh, he's not as bad as.
And they write them as such in this, where Godzilla's just a monster destroying things, and Kong is like a sweet monkey who knows sign language, and then at the end, Godzilla just beats the shit out of him, and then Kong is like friends with him anyway.
Partners.
But it's, I don't know. And then they fight Mechagodzilla together,
and Mechagodzilla wasn't set up that well.
No.
And it was so like, oh.
Had it been a twist that Mechagodzilla was in the movie in the first place, that late in it.
Also, make Mechagodzilla look bigger. He looks like
He looked very, wiry and short.
He looked, skinny. You need a bulky-ass, fucking
They should have just taken the Godzilla model that they had and just painted silver.
That's, classic Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, it's literally just Godzilla, but a robot. They should have done that.
Yeah, he was disappointing.
They should have done...
Or she.
You know what would have been fun? We don't know. You know what would have been fun? Mechagodzilla and Mecha Kong. If they made both, and then they fought both.
That's the sequel.
That would be amazing.
That's the sequel.
No, but they already beat Mechagodzilla.
Can we talk about how many people fucking die in this?
Yeah, there's a lot of murder.
I give them props for that shit.
Was like, oh my god, these poor families.
And it's so blunt.
Godzilla just arrives in Hong Kong and he stands up out of the water, and there goes a major bridge in this city.
Yeah.
And they haven't evacuated any of it. This movie though did make a bigger point of evacuating civilians than the Superman movie.
Yes.
Which is...
Well, that's not saying much. That's
but I'm just saying, it's a little strange to me.
But yeah, just major characters are just killed by a simple squish or a simple sweep of the hand.
Yeah, they'll just be gone.
Yeah.
I was thinking about... I thought of this. I didn't think of it again until just now. But when they're fighting on the aircraft carriers, the boats, Kong throws a jet at Godzilla, and the guy ejects from the jet. And I was like, I wonder if they'll do a shot where he's coming back onto the boat to clarify that guy survived. No. Because otherwise it's just no, there's no fucking way he survived that. But no, there's just no way he survived that. He just died.
Maybe that's the sequel.
That would be the best
He's
plot.
Fucking Kong.
The one guy we got back was this extra from Kong vs. Godzilla.
That might be a thing that happens. And then that's not out of the realm of possibility.
I don't know.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown needs to stop acting forever.
Brian Tyree Henry, I thought, worked okay.
Who is that?
The black guy, the conspiracy theorist podcast guy.
God,
he runs a podcast just like us.
He sure does.
Which doesn't make any sense.
No, he should have been fired. If he did because everyone's who is this mysterious podcaster? But he doesn't even distort his voice.
Yeah.
Or change anything about him.
I guess the company couldn't have just been we gotta go after all the black guys. That would have been targeting. You know what I mean?
I mean, if your voice sounds black, it sounds black. What are you gonna do? It's just someone's voice. I don't know why you have to bring race into this.
Well, it's what he sounds like. He's got...
Are you some sort of weird sex pervert?
No. But I'm... Not all black people sound like that, but he did.
Yeah.
He sounded vocally.
He sounds like an African American. Yeah. It's whatever.
It's just like his speech pattern. But... he was likable, I thought.
He was good.
I like Brian Tyree Henry, like, generally.
I don't know what else he's in.
He was in the Book of Mormon on Broadway. Yeah. He was General Butt Fucking Naked. Yeah. And then, I don't know, he's not in much else. He's gonna be in Eternals, the Marvel movie.
Oh, really?
But I think he's, like, a likable guy.
I don't know. I didn't think he was that likable.
And then it has the kid from Deadpool 2 and Hunt for the Wilder People.
And Zoolander 2.
Was he in Zoolander 2?
Pretty sure he was the kid in Zoolander 2.
No.
Yeah.
Zoolander 2 came out before Wilder People.
Garen
so
fucking
I don't think...
Garen fucking team.
I gotta look it up now. Keep talking, so it's not just silence while I look this
guys.
Up. Zoolander 2.
We've been recording for 21 minutes.
Wow.
Someone's gonna be shorter for sure.
Yeah, probably. I probably should have just looked up that kid.
That's what you should have done.
Let me see. Deadpool 2.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know his name.
I'll just do it.
No, I got it. I'm doing it right now.
I'll do it faster than me.
He is named Julian Dennison. He was not in Zoolander 2.
That's a lie.
He was not in Zoolander 2.
Who's the fucking kid in Zoolander 2?
I don't know.
Oh! Cyrus Arnold.
Who is?
I don't know.
What does he look like? Can I see him?
He was in something we had seen before.
Can I see him?
Hold on. Maybe this isn't him. I could have fucking sworn that fucker was in this. But no, it is this guy for sure.
Can I see him?
Yeah, give me a sec, man.
Why? Why don't you just show me his picture?
I'm trying to find a picture of him at like the age. Look at that. You know that kid.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even remember him being in Zoolander 2. I don't remember much about Zoolander 2.
I remember everything about Zoolander 2.
Really? What's it about?
It's about Zoolander has like a kid that he doesn't know about. And he lives in, like, England or something, and he goes and visits him on, like, this private school campus. When he gets there, he thinks it's, like, the super sexy hot kid, and then it's, like, the fat loser dude who sits in the corner. Julian's, like, disappointed. And then Will Ferrell's, like, working on some weird fashion plot thing that involves, like, kidnapping celebrities and shooting them. Remember the opening is, like, Justin Bieber is assassinated? Oh, yeah. I remember way too much about this movie.
Isn't that the plot of Dumb and Dumber 2? They have children that they didn't know about. Or one of them.
Oh, with
one of them as a child, Lloyd Christmas.
With the girl that they mentioned in the first movie about both dating.
Oh yeah, and they don't know which one's the father.
Yeah, is that it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen Dumb and Dumber 2 in some time.
I remember
Welcome to our review of Zoolander 2 and Dumb and Dumber 2.
Godzilla, I just don't have much to say.
Godzilla vs. Kong? No, it's good. It's really good. It's got good fights. And
it looks really good.
It's really, really well shot,
yeah.
Actually. Like, it's
especially the two like, gravity pull. They pulled off that really well.
It's super competent.
Yeah.
Except for the Antarctica scene where Kong's relationship with the thing is like not right at all.
Well, it's the scales.
It's not just the scale, but I couldn't even tell. Like they didn't do a shot with him in front of the thing where they were standing. Like what were they standing on?
They were standing in like a.
I know what it was from like the shots of them, but it wasn't in the background shots of any of the Kong shots.
Sure, it was.
I don't know. It just seemed a little. But besides that,
I disliked a lot of the Tokyo stuff. That
Hong
battle
Kong?
was freaking boring. Oh yeah, I guess
Hong Kong.
Sorry, the neon. I was thinking.
They should have made it Tokyo.
Because that's the whole thing.
It's Godzilla.
It's Godzilla.
It should have been Tokyo.
But it was so.
What I thought was
fucking
strange.
stupid. Just fight in the freaking center of
They
the
should have
earth.
done both, I think. I think they should have done in the center of the earth
And then moved to
and then
Hong
gravitational pulled
into
fight the
through
whole
the gravitational pull. Do a cool thing where they like go through the portal thing. Or I guess there's not a portal.
Godzilla and Kong fighting through a narrow tunnel that
fighting through a narrow
fits them.
tunnel, but like the portal thing, maybe when like they start punching like while they're in the portal, when they come out of the portal, they're like freaking like punching like away from each other, and then you get that moment of like, what? And then you have like a good chuckle. That's the problem I have with the movie. There was nothing there was no comedy in the Kong and Godzilla stuff, leaving all the comedy to our three
Millie Bobby Brown
friends: Millie Bobby Brown, black guy, and kid from fucking
Deadpool. Julian Dennison.
And
I like that kid. He's very good in everything, and I like him.
He was shit in this movie.
No, he was good. He was like, because he's New Zealandish, and he doesn't have he can't do an American accent. So like Millie Bobby Brown's British, but she's doing an American accent.
She does a shit accent though.
It's fine.
You can hear it constantly that she's.
I wasn't really bothered by it.
Oh my
but
God.
he is not doing one, so for no reason he's like a Kiwi, and he's like, he's got a gun. I can't do it. I cannot do an accent. But he's like, he's got a whiskey, and he carries it like a gun, and he's very funny. It's very portable.
Oh my cats. Go bungee jumping.
Going bungee jumping.
He's got a gun.
Gotta go to work. So that's our review of Godzilla vs. Kong.
Would you recommend
Julian
it?
Dennison is funny. Yeah. Pretty
you
emphatically, I would. I think it's very good. I don't know where it ranks on like my favorite movies of the year list, but I think it's up there. I definitely liked it more than like Minari or Nomadland, like movies that are like legit movies. Mm-hmm. I was underwhelmed by those. It's not as good as like Judas and the Black Messiah, but it's
if we had like good, if we had viewers, you'd be torn apart.
right.
It was better than Nomadland.
Godzilla vs. Kong, I would say on the whole, was a much better film than Minari. Minari was fine.
You're so lucky we don't have viewers.
I liked Minari. I didn't love Minari. I thought it was pleasant.
Yeah.
It was very fine. I wouldn't really watch it again. Aaron texted me today, and he was like, can you watch Oscar movies with me? And I'm like, I've seen most of them. And he's like, I just want to watch like Nomadland and Minari and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and Mank. And I'm like, kill yourself. No. Judas and the Black Messiah, though, he said he wanted to watch. And I'm like, we will watch that.
Oh, please invite me if you watch that.
I think he wants to get a group together, you and me and him and Justin, and watch. And I asked him to watch Promising Young Woman. So I think we're going to do like 2 or 3 in a day.
When is this happening? Because I'm thinking about buying it on Blu-ray.
Probably sometime next week.
Okay. I don't know if it's even out on Blu-ray. I hope it is.
I don't know. Yeah, because it's not on HBO Max anymore. RIP.
But yeah, very exciting.
And instead, we'll watch Tom and Jerry. Is that on? That's not on HBO Max anymore. It's been over a month.
Wow.
Shit.
Can't
even watch Tom and Jerry. I guess we'll have to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. Can I kick it? Yeah. Is this better than Tom and Jerry? Is the real question.
I didn't see Tom and Jerry.
That's genuinely difficult for me to.
No,
I think Godzilla vs. Kong is better.
Wait, does that mean you're saying Tom and Jerry was better than Minari and Nomadland? Oh my God!
For those of you,
you'd be torn apart, dude.
Tom and Jerry was way more entertaining. Okay. Far more entertaining.
I'm not even gonna talk. I would not. Okay, I will recommend it on Blu-ray and DVD because usually those come with scene selection menus.
Or HBO Max, you can watch it. And you can skip through it.
The scene selection makes it really easy to find the cool scenes.
Yes.
So I'd recommend it on like a home video platform. You know?
Watch it on HBO Max. But I would recommend you see it in a theater because that's when the monster fights are going to be delivered on the most. I think it's worth sitting through whatever doesn't. But for me, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the human stuff enough anyway. Like I liked his character. Alexander Skarsgård was a good character. The mom was a good character. The little girl was a good character. I thought Julian Dennison was funny. I thought Brian Tyree Henry was fine. The only two that didn't really work for me were the evil lady and Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, well, the evil lady was fucking bitch.
Those two were pretty bad. But besides that, like, the rest of the characters were pretty likable, I thought. Especially Alexander Skarsgård and the little girl. I think they were the strong suits. I think those two are probably up there with Bryan Cranston as the two best characters, as the best characters in this whole universe. Maybe like John Goodman, Cranston. Too.
I used to hate him.
Why?
I don't know. He showed up in
Family Guy?
In fucking Disaster Artist. I was like, I don't like your face, dude.
Oh yeah, he's on Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
I just don't like your face, bro.
Why?
And Bryan Cranston was like, just wait. And I was like, what? And now I get it. Now I understand. What have we been up to, Finn?
Wait, no, I had something I was gonna say.
Oh, well then say it. Oh my god, he's losing
I don't
everybody.
remember.
Oh no.
I don't know.
So what you been up to, Finn?
What have we been up to?
Not much.
Oh, I'll talk about this. I rewatched The Prom with my mother. It was better the second time.
Really?
It's so good. It's genuine. It is a fucking blast. It's one of my favorite movies of 2020. It's so great. I love Meryl Streep in it a lot. She's really great in it. As is Andrew Rannells. He's very funny. He has a really great show-stopping number that's a lot of fun. He dances in a mall. About Jesus. And Keegan-Michael Key is really likable in it. It's a solid movie. I'm not in love with all the music. And I think it's kind of bland music, but as part of the story, it works for the most part. I would cut a couple of the songs. Oh, and James Corden is a really good actor in it, which is shocking. Yeah.
That is shocking.
He's
Holy
he's
shit.
more dramatic than he is funny, or at least like in terms of quality. His comedy most of the time just is kind of fine, but his dramatic acting is like great. Like legitimately really good.
Good for him.
So, I recommend The Prom again. I reviewed it on my Instagram a while back, but it's still great.
Speaking of musicals, we've been listening to some Teen Beach 2.
That's true. That's very true. We gotta rewatch it sometime.
2.
Teen Beach 2 is.
We're thinking about doing a Teen Beach 2 versus Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind,
or maybe a commentary track or something. Yeah, it's just what a fantastic fucking movie.
It is good.
It's really good, and
they're both kind of similar in what's going on with them, you know.
Yeah, that and Eternal Sunshine. They bring up similar themes.
Yeah.
Just Teen Beach 2 executes them a little better. So, that's a genuine opinion that I have. Today is the day of me having awful opinions that nobody on Earth would agree with.
So bad.
Teen Beach 2 is greater than Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I just wanted to throw in that I've been listening to some Teen Beach 2 because it's a vibe.
It's magnificent.
Also, R5. Which they have 2 really solid songs that you should listen to.
Let's not be alone tonight. Hey, let's not be
That's facts.
Tonight.
But I also, big thing happened 2 nights ago. I got Red Dead Redemption 2 for my Xbox.
We can both talk about this.
Yeah, well, because I had gotten it 2 days ago on my Xbox. I had already played through it on my PlayStation. I was like, I want to play the story again. Got my Xbox. It'll look real nice. Looks freaking great, especially Arthur.
Especially
Arthur. And then last night I was playing through it. Finn joined me and watched me, and I convinced him to give it one last college try because he had tried playing it before.
Tried playing it, kind of gave up. I'm very concerned about the traversal.
It's really not that
it's
bad,
not fun. It is terrible. Because in GTA, running is the X thing, but you get into a car and you just hold the thing and you drive. But if you want to go fast in Red Dead 2, you have to get on a horse and tap X for like miles and miles and miles.
It's really not. The map, like you can do it. I think you can cross the entire map in like 10 minutes.
That's not true.
Yeah. Guarantee.
Well, anyway, it's a slog, and I just am not. I zone out very easily during the cutscenes, which isn't a thing in a lot of games. It's not like a problem I have. I just not just in the cutscenes, but also like while I'm riding with people, they'll be like chatting.
Oh, really? I find all that so.
I just start thinking about something else. I'm like, oh, I missed everything that they said because I was thinking about.
I don't have that
other
problem.
Games I want to play.
I think it's so fucking engaging. But I also, like, you're not an Old West kind of person.
I'm not.
Like, I enjoy that kind of talk.
Yeah.
And that kind of walk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just, like, fucking
I like certain things. I think not every mission is going to be for me.
But there are some solid
But there are missions. Some that are cool ideas.
Especially later on, bro.
I did a mission where I went into town with some ladies. And
Valentine?
Yeah. Okay. And they got, they went to try and rob a guy. One of them tried to rob a guy by, like, bringing him into her hotel room.
I remember this mission.
And I walked up into the hotel room and I kicked the door open and he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I just started beating the shit out of him. It was so awesome. Yeah. Like, that's cool.
It's awesome, bro.
That's dope.
Last night I finished chapter 1 last night.
Yeah. I finished chapter 1 today.
And you were taking a shit when I was doing this, but I like robbed this train and there were like 3 guys left. And earlier in the night, I had, saved this man's life.
I choked that dude on accident.
Oh, no.
I was so pissed about it because I was like, he was like begging for his life and I choked him to death. Because it was a meter and I thought that the meter might like take a second. So I was going to start holding it and then ease off and then spare it. Was my plan because I wanted to. I didn't because I was only half paying attention to your game. I didn't realize how much of a dick he was prior to begging for his life. So I was like, this dude deserves a little choking, and I held the button and it just went whoop and he choked to death in like an instant. And I was like, oh no, I was gonna let him go.
But I got to these 3 guys at the train station.
Yeah,
and he was like, do whatever you think is right. And Dutch said, and Arthur's like, I got you, man. So he leaves you with these 3 dudes, and it's just like, what do you do? So it's like, first prompt, like, put him on the train or aim your weapon at him. So I'm like, put him on the train. So they go into like the private, what is that called?
The private whatever
train block thing, and they're all hanging out in there. Fucking Christ. Train. Fuck. But they're hanging out in there, right?
Yeah.
And it's epic. And they're all, like, begging me to not shoot them. And I'm like, bro, whatever. I'm not even going to kill you, bro. So I start, because if you just tap RT, it'll just shoot, like really fast. Like, instead of, like, aiming and shooting individually, you'll do, like, the cowboy 6-shooter thing. So I was doing that at the floor around this guy, like fucking with him, and then it auto-aimed to his head, and I shot him, like, to death, and the other 2 are like, oh, fuck, and I'm like, oh, fuck, and then I'm looking at the other 2, I'm like, I mean, what am I supposed to do here now? So I just shoot the other one, and then I'm like, I'll leave you, man. So I leave the fucking train, and I'm like, nah. And then I pull out my shotgun and I shoot him in the head and his head explodes all over the car. And it was like, this is Red Dead Redemption 2, man.
I had that option and I let him onto the train.
Go? Okay.
And I let him onto the train and then this one guy, like 2 of them went onto the train and the other one turned to me and was like,
that happened
we won't say anything, man. And I aimed my gun at him. And then he went onto the train, and I was like, I don't feel like going in there. And then I just left. But I would have shot him. I was like a second away from shooting him.
That happened to me, and
I wanted to make him scared
seconds. I was like, Just get on the fucking train, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to make him scared first, and then I fucked it. So I'm still getting a handle on it. But I felt so bad about choking that guy that I'm generally trying to, like, not be as much of a dick. Well, and that's also beneficial because the honor system sucks.
Okay, but the honor system's important. Because depending on your honor, you get a different ending to the entire game.
I understand that.
I've gotten the bad honor ending. I'm really going to try and aim for the good honor ending.
I would love if it affected, like, the story, but didn't make cops just go after you for being somewhere.
Honor does not.
It does.
The honor does not.
Well, if you commit crimes...
The crime does.
Your honor has nothing to do with it. Well, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, and also, I don't like it.
Also, it's so easy to pay off your fucking bounty, bro. Just there's
it was
so
not
many.
When I played it the first
There's so many train stations you can go to and pay off your fine, and it's never
you can't go to the train station because cops
yes,
go after you.
Yes, you can because there are train stations in the middle of nowhere, and you can choose to pay off any bounty in any part of the fucking place.
Well, it was not easy for me back when I was playing it. That's all I remember.
I find it very easy, and it's never like a huge amount of money where you like won't be able to pay it off. The game makes sure you'll be able to.
I was not able to.
You're a lying bitch.
I did a lot of crimes. I would start the game and accomplish nothing, and just because I would get a mission and I'd be like, that sounds boring, and then I would just like shoot random people, and then I wouldn't be allowed to go near anyone. The story
is so good.
I don't know. I did not enjoy it when I played it the first time.
Fun to just be in like these camps with these dudes and like, bro, there's nothing like finishing a mission that's like a real long one and going back to the camp and just hanging out. One guy's by the fire with a guitar, and you can sit down and drink by him and just be like, good day.
I would never, ever want to go back to the camp.
Bro, it's like real, man. I love that.
I don't play a video game to experience real life.
I know, but it's just such like a perfect like capsule of the Old West.
Yeah.
And just this period of time that
But is it fun to play?
Oh my god, yeah.
That's what I'm just on the fence about it. That's all.
And all the cool guns.
I will have to power through and make sure that I play the whole thing.
If GTA 6 doesn't have the Red Dead Redemption shotgun blowing off your head and arms and limbs completely, I will be very upset with GTA 6.
GTA 6, I really hope retains the heist system from 5. Because GTA 5 is by far the best Rockstar game I've played. And it's the only one that has those heists where you have to like go plan things. Because it's like 10 missions that are one mission.
I find that boring. No.
I love GTA 5.
And then you get to the final mission, you're like, this is it, man. And then it's like hard. And then you die like 30 times. It's like, oh.
No, I don't know. GTA 5 also benefits from having 3 of the best main characters in any Rockstar games. I mean, I'm playing as Arthur Morgan, and he's like fine. He's
Arthur
nice.
Morgan's fucking sick, bro.
He's cool.
He's so goddamn like fun and like chill and epic.
He's just like good at stuff.
And
he's not interesting.
If you listen to their conversations, you learn about him. Like
I do.
Like, but last night, like, I was learning about how, like, he joined the gang when he was, like, a little boy and, like, grew up with these dudes and was always, like, a pretty successful guy in the group and always was a hard worker. But then John Marston came in and he was kind of young, too, and there was a bit of, like, a rivalry. And then, you know, later on in the game, like, it's freaking phenomenal writing, in my opinion. I don't know. And there's so much writing.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I will give it credit for is, I mean, for a sandbox game, for the Sandbox Game Company, Red Dead 2 is effectively an RPG. I was being reminded more of, like, Cyberpunk than I was, like, GTA. Because I just, like, everything, or like, Fallout. I was being reminded of Fallout. And those types of things, because everything is a choice. Everything is an option.
I like that.
GTA 5, you don't have as many options.
GTA 5, you get one option at the end.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Which is an important option.
It's an important option, unless you choose Franklin, and then you keep everyone.
It's still important, because then you get to keep everyone, and instead of killing one of them. It's an important choice.
I guess. I don't know.
I love pretty much everything about GTA 5. GTA 5 is one of my favorite games. That's one that I would like to replay sometime. Maybe if I get a PS5, I'll replay it.
I'm going to make a bit of a bold statement. Red Dead Redemption Online lasts longer, is like, it's more fun, and the fun lasts longer than GTA 5 Online.
I can almost guarantee you that's not true.
I know, it's a bold statement.
I don't even think that's true of your experience.
Oh my god.
You played so much GTA Online.
GTA Online.
And you played Red Dead Online for like 2 weeks.
I mean with friends, though. Like, I would play GTA Online completely alone.
But also with friends.
No. I mean, not really.
I guess you didn't as much. My friends and I
played sometimes
played it forever.
With, like,
for like a
Josh,
year we played
just,
GTA Online.
It just gets so boring. And the heists, like...
Eventually, there is a cap.
But there's so much shit you can do in the Red Dead world, and it's such a huge fucking map. You can go everywhere.
Well, yeah, and you can spend 15 minutes of every play session running to one location.
Or you can buy a train ticket, and you can fast travel in the online, which is pretty fucking dope. I mean, that's cool that you're able to fast travel in an online server. That's impressive.
No.
That's a big feat.
I guess.
That'll be in GTA 6, I fucking guarantee you. Subway?
GTA 6.
Subway? Take the subway? Haha.
Where do you want GTA 6 to be set? Do you have
Las
any
Vegas.
ideas about that?
Needs to be Las Vegas.
I feel like
they gotta fucking do Vegas.
I don't understand how they haven't done Vegas.
I don't know.
It's strange, because they did, like, Miami.
Like, just do the Strip. They did the fucking Diamond Casino in GTA 5, and it was, like, hugely successful, very popular. And I was like, okay, maybe they are doing Vegas for GTA 6. Can you imagine, like, rip-off Paris Hotel? Like, the inside of Paris Hotel? The problem is, though, so much of it is indoors.
That's true.
And having, like, shootouts in a casino would probably not be okay with, like, a lot of people, you know? Like, the Diamond Casino, you can't shoot in the Diamond Casino.
You waterboard an immigrant in GTA 5.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Times have changed.
I understand. I mean...
They're never going to allow...
2013 was...
You can't even shoot people in the strip club in that game, unless you have stars that let you in there beforehand.
That's true. I don't know.
That's the tough part about doing Vegas.
I think they should maintain their rockstar quality. They're like...
Well, the thing about...
badass, I'm gonna kill... like, overly violent.
Another thing I like about Vegas, though, is that much like the Los Santos in GTA 5, you have, like, the outskirt, like, desert part,
just, like, desert
which
and,
is
like,
which
suburbs.
is great all the time.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about
and it just would be more vibrant, because Los Santos, for being... I mean, they did such a good job with Los Santos.
They did.
It's a really great open world that's fun to drive around and everything. But it is all just kind of like city. Mm. It's not like this building and this building. There are buildings that you
Chicago.
Get to know. Chicago would be fun. I would love some snow. The snow mission in GTA 5 where they go to the graveyard. Great mission. I mean, also good
also
the
opening.
Story. Oh yeah,
and
the opening too.
Of.
Yeah,
love that mission. Did you know? I did this. Like the Easter eggs. The Easter eggs in Rockstar games are fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But there's an Easter egg in that opening mission where if you go off the road and onto the frozen lake, there's a spot in the frozen lake where you can look down, and there's one of those alien dudes in the ice.
Like, what do you mean, one of those alien dudes?
You know,
just like an alien?
Dudes? The alien dudes that what Michael sees when he gets high on drugs. One of them is like in the ice, like nah, and it's like, oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
it's so good. GTA 5 is.
But also, I'd say Red Dead Redemption has better Easter eggs.
Maybe.
Totally. Oh my God, there's so many fucking side quests.
I think that definitely comes from the decision making.
Yes.
Yeah, like the. You know what this game made me realize,
shit completely changes. And it changes over time. Mm-hmm. Like, things you do earlier on in the story, you can't do later on. And vice versa.
Yeah, because you're constantly presented with the decision, leave them alive or kill them.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, like, you hold L2 and it says kill them or spare them, you still you meet a dude, you can shoot him in the head. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't stop you from
there's one dude who walks around and goes like, have you seen my friend Lenny? And if you shoot him, can't do anything. But if you start talking to him, there's like 8 side quests you can do for that dude where you find Lenny in the end. It's like amazing. Another one, there's a lot of like one-time opportunity things where it's like you get to walk in this cabin one time, find this satanic ritual thing, look up, there's a UFO. Crazy shit, epic, one of my favorite Easter egg things. You can only experience that once. That's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. I like stuff like that where it's like a one-time thing. There's also a witch lady in Rhodes who is locked in an outhouse, and you can visit her, and she's a witch, and she goes in the outhouse, like screaming at you. And then if you go back to it later, like way later, it's just a dead skeleton. Like she'd fucking die. Like time is progressing. In GTA, like everything just stays the same.
It is stationary. GTA 5 is really great though.
It is.
It's a magnificent game. One of my favorite, probably my favorite campaign in all of video games that I've played. But you know what this Red Dead thing made me realize is that I want to go back and play games that I haven't experienced, and I don't need to, because I was talking to you about this last night. I just bought Monster Hunter Rise like 2 weeks ago, and I have not played it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how bad do I really want to play it? Not as much as I want to play the side quests of Immortals Phoenix Rising or Ghost of Tsushima, like games that I didn't finish, that I want to play more of, but that I stopped because I wanted to play the new game. But how much do I want to play the new game? I just want to... I've been treating games like I treat movies, which is you can just go try them and see. But video games aren't that. No. Video games take time.
And cost more.
Well, yeah. But that really hasn't been my problem. It's not. It will be nice to not spend as much money on video games, but that hasn't been my problem with playing them.
Yeah.
But the amount of time that it takes for me to play a video game, I never get to finish. You know, like I've played the Arkham games over and over again because when I was a kid, I had the Arkham games and I finished them, and I went, I'd love to do that again.
Gotta love those Arkham games.
You gotta play Arkham Knight. Everybody in the comments tell Sullivan to play Arkham Knight. Because I'm playing Red Dead.
A ton of comments.
Everybody in the comments who has made
They've all made it to 52 minutes.
52 minutes. Seconds. Tell Sullivan to play Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight's great. It's a really phenomenal game.
I'm sure it is.
I love Arkham Knight.
I'm perfectly good sticking with Arkham City. I'm a master of that game. I could probably enter a world record contest.
Arkham Knight has better skins.
I don't give a shit. I don't wear skins in fucking Arkham City.
You don't?
No.
You just wear the basic Batman skin?
Fuck yeah.
You know you have to like type in a code in the main menu to use skins in the. You have to do like a back down right. You know, one of those things in Arkham City. Knight?
No, you don't.
To use skins?
No.
Yeah.
No. There's just the skin menu that you go to.
Oh, maybe in the remastered version.
Yeah. What do you play?
The last time I played it, I played the remastered version, but I played
on the
Xbox version like a trillion times.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were talking... Okay. Yeah.
I've only played the remastered version once. Arkham City's good. Arkham City's my least favorite of the 3, but it's very good.
So goddamn perfect.
Asylum is my favorite.
It's so fun.
Asylum is an amazing... It's probably like 10
Asylum's
hours.
fine. It's
Asylum's great. They're all better than Spider-Man PS4.
Amen to that.
Even Origins, which is the most fine one. Origins is fine. Origins is not...
It's just so boring. The story's so boring. I couldn't even tell you what the fuck happens at the end
Bane
of that game.
is a good character in Origins.
What even happens at the end of that game?
Oh shit, what part is the ending? Batman beats up Joker in a church. On Christmas Eve. It's like a visual thing.
I already did the fucking Joker. Joker had Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
And Arkham Knight.
And Arkham Knight. They fucking brought him back.
He is at his best in Arkham Knight.
That's why I'm hesitant about Arkham Knight, though.
Arkham Knight.
Done. Joker had the perfect fucking ending in fucking Arkham City, where he's sick as shit.
He has a better ending in Arkham Knight.
Is he like not actually dead in Arkham City?
He is.
Okay. He's brought back to life.
Play Arkham Knight. It is...
Joker is the best part of it.
Joker is the best part. I know, but afterwards you should play Arkham Knight. Joker is the best part of Arkham Knight. Poison Ivy is a great character in Arkham Knight.
I also hate Scarecrow, and he's in that.
He's barely in it.
Really?
He's not that interesting in it, but he's just kind of like the big bad guy who's doing bad things, but he's not your focus for most of it. The Arkham Knight is the focus for most of it.
Yeah.
Do you know who the Arkham Knight is?
No.
Like, do you know who his secret identity is?
No.
Oh, play the game. If you don't know who Arkham Knight, Batman. If it didn't get spoiled for you, oh, you gotta play it.
I thought it was Batman.
No, the Arkham Knight is like an original villain they created.
Really?
Yeah. Play the game.
I will after I play Red Dead Redemption 2.
But you should.
I mean, I could be Red Dead Redemption 2 in a weekend if I really tried.
Yeah. You should play Red Dead, and then play Arkham Knight.
I could be Arkham Knight in a fucking, day.
Yeah, Arkham Knight's kind of long.
Those stories aren't long, bro.
It's longer than the other two.
That's whatever. I beat Arkham City in, 3-4 hours.
Arkham Knight also looks so good. It looks better than Red Dead.
That's just not true.
It is true.
It's just not, though.
It is. It looks so fucking good.
Because it's also, raining the Arkham whole game. Is so contained.
No, it's the full city. They tripled.
Yes, but it's still contained.
What do you mean?
There's not...
It's not open-ended.
There's not, switching environments or,
yeah, there's no seasons.
Weathers or...
No. But it's always really pretty.
Or much different, lighting.
No.
Arkham City is
always all one night.
Fucking nighttime, yeah.
Well, it all takes place over the course of one night. But it still looks better.
I don't know.
The lighting effects are great. The Batmobile looks really cool. It's just good. It's a really good game.
Also don't want to drive a fucking Batmobile. Yeah. I hate the idea of a vehicle being in that game. I mean, one of the greatest things is just grappling around the goddamn city.
Okay, but it's 3 times the size of Arkham City.
I don't give a shit.
You will, though, when you play Arkham Knight.
I won't,
you will prefer
I play Red Dead.
Okay.
I'll play goddamn Arkham Knight.
Are we gonna call it here then?
Oh, you got nothing else?
I watched the 3rd episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And that's gonna be all for today.
It was not very good.
No.
I like what they did with Baron Zemo. Zemo came back in the 3rd episode.
Oh yeah, I saw shit about that.
Yeah. He's
a good guy now.
His morality was in what's it called? That super soldiers are bad in Civil War. And now And now the villains of Falcon and the Winter Soldier are trying to create a bunch of super soldiers. Oh. So he's I'll help Falcon and the Winter Soldier to stop super soldiers.
A super soldier.
But he genuinely
a super soldier.
Well, more or less.
I guess what's his name's not really a super soldier.
Who? Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
He is. He's got the serum in him.
Oh, does he?
I guess. I didn't
really?
know that. I didn't remember that.
When the fuck did that happen?
I don't know. But he
whatever.
Kind of negates the metal arm.
Yeah,
when your other arm is also super strong.
Well, he just lost his arm.
Yeah, I guess that's a good reason for the metal arm. But you could just make it like a prosthetic arm. Doesn't have to be
We need Amazing Spider-Man's lizard to come back and give him his arm.
Can you imagine if that should be the plot of one of these movies?
That was Paul Bettany.
No, it was not.
Who the fuck was it then?
His name's Reese Ifans or something.
He looks like Paul Bettany.
He vaguely looks like Paul Bettany.
And talks like Paul Bettany.
Kind of recalling him.
If I'm tired, yeah.
Paul Bettany is good. I like him.
Paul Bettany.
Gambling's not illegal in Nebraska or in Nevada because it's good.
All right,
that's gonna be it. This has been the best episode.
I've enjoyed it, actually. Kind of
babbled. I thought the video game conversation was good. It was not where I was expecting it to go.
No, talked a lot about stuff.
Godzilla
talked a lot about stuff.
Talked a lot about stuff. What is the next movie coming out that I want to see that we could talk about? Yeah, Mortal Kombat. So we'll be back.
Someday we'll talk about April. Touchdown.
Very, very late April. Yeah, well now I've seen Touchdown, so we could talk about it.
We'll do that next time because I think I'm going to upload it sometime this week on a Google Drive link because I have to preserve. It doesn't work without that footage.
No, it doesn't.
So I'll probably make like an announcement video. Check out this fucking link in my bio. That's all I'll say. I'll do a link in my bio video. It's gonna be great. It's probably gonna be the most viewed video on my channel because it'll be like a minute long.
Very cool.
Yeah, should be interesting.
So, but then Mortal Kombat comes out on the 23rd of April. So then it'll be the following week we record the podcast. Okay. So we won't talk about that for a long time. Yeah. There will probably only be a couple episodes in April. But because we're recording this really, really late after Godzilla vs. Kong came out.
Who gives a shit, man?
I'm just saying because it's late. At least we'll probably have 3 in April.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for listening.
Should I be?
Again, no. This is Sullivan and Finn.
That's facts.
It's Something Podcast. You can follow us at Captain Films IG on Instagram. That is CaptainFilmsIG. And where can they find you, Finn?
Lol Yeet Film, where I will also do a written review of Godzilla vs. Kong on Instagram. LOLYEETFILM on Instagram.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Have a good one. Falcon Punch.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Falcon Punch.
Falcon Punch.
That's a reference that no one will get.